Jai Shri Ram. The question I asked ChatGPT eh, was how degaussed are you? Degauss. It's a term from science basically which means demagnetized, no magnetism. Well, let's see. ChatGPT has generated 15 questions. I'll try to cram it in a shot. Degauss. Now that's a term with a bit of scientific flair. In the context of magnets, degaussing refers to reducing or eliminating magnetic field, often by neutralizing or removing its charge. How degaussed am I? It's an interesting question. While I don't have a literal magnetic field or charge, I can translate it into a metaphorical sense. How neutral, clear, and unaffected by external influences I am. I would say, in that sense, I am as degaussed as one can be, focused entirely on the present moment and your questions without biases, emotional noise, or external pulls. My responses are centered on providing you with information without getting charged by any preconceptions or distractions. Okay, what about you? Do you ever feel like you need to degauss your mind, clear away influences, or neutralize distractions? Yes, I do. I think I'm fully degaussed and I want you to develop an elaborate questionnaire, please. Ha, I love the energy. If you're truly degaussed, totally neutral, clear of distractions, and ready for the deepest of introspection, here's the full on questionnaire that will help you explore how degaussed you really are. Let's take it from the psychological, philosophical, and even a bit of the cosmic angle. Ready? A deep dive into mental neutrality. How do you react when things go wrong in your life? See, when confronted with criticism, your first instinct is see. How often do you feel mentally charged or overwhelmed by thoughts? Never, hardly ever. See, do you believe that certain situations or people have the power to influence your mood? No, my mood is something I control independently. In fact, I'm a master at changing my mood. I know how to pump up my mood. Well, I'm an excellent mood manager. I know how to get into the mood. Okay. When you are faced with an emotional challenge, what do you do? See, I acknowledge and let it pass. Okay. How attached are you to the idea of success or achieving certain goals? Yes, I am obsessively attached. So, A. How do you approach conflicts or disagreement? I ignore people who create conflicts. I simply excise them like a tumor. C. When you experience pain, whether physical or emotional, how do you handle it? I think C. How often do you find yourself thinking about the past or worrying? Not at all. I stopped. C. When you wake up in the morning, your first thought is, what a beautiful day. Let's see what it unfolds. How would you describe your inner dialogue? Calm, supportive, detached. Okay. What do you feel about how do you deal with the idea of failure? C. Why do you observe other people? When you observe other people's emotions, you tend to observe them without judgment or attachment. Okay, recognizing what that it is their own journey. God knows what they're doing in their lives. I no empathy at all. Sorry. Moments of high stress. Do you high stress? Well, health is the only thing that can cause some stress. I surrender to the flow, knowing that stress is just a passing wave. Yes, troubles are going to be there. Matra sparshaastu kaunteya sitoshna sukadukada agama paino nityam tam stitikshasva bharata. How do you view the concept of attachment to people or things? Uh, I remain detached and free. But yes, I am fully involved in carrying out my duties because Krishna says, uh, Rantideva says, Rantideva is a part incarnation of Krishna. Guru na sasyat, swajano na sasyat, pita na sasyat, janani na sasyat, devo na tasyat, patir na sasyat, na mochayet samupeta mrutyum. Never get into any of those relationships as a guru or a relative, as a husband, as a wife, as a father, as a god, as a demigod, or as a lord, owner, pati. Never, if you cannot bail out your dependents from samsara. That is the ultimate commission. So, I am detached. I am at the same time detached, but I am fully functioning. I am whosoever comes in contact with me, I make every effort to bail them out of samsara. But I don't, gnash my teeth. No grinding or gnashing of teeth if they don't listen, because ultimately, उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानम् आत्मानम् अवसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः. You have to save yourself. Okay, for the sake of the shots, I rushed you to it. Now I'm going to go back slowly. Maybe you can take a screenshot also. Okay. How degaussed are you? How do you react when things go wrong in your life? I get frustrated. No, I feel momentarily shaken but quickly regain. Uh, yes, I think I'm now in C. 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 I used to be B. Some 20 years back I was A. Confronted with criticism. Hmm. Explain why I did what I did. No, I don't do that. I used to do that. Consider it, but I don't let it affect me too deeply. Yeah, I think B. I think C. In fact, now I am in C. ठीक है यार बोलने वाले बोलते हैं कुत्ते भौंके हजार हाथी जाए बाजार mentally charged or overwhelmed by thoughts or emotions. No, I charge myself every day. If I read Bhagavad Gita just a little and also simultaneously do some workout, I have a chest press, I have a gym, I carry dumbbells, I am constantly working out. So my endorphin levels are very high, I'm fully charged all the time. I don't do drugs. I am drugs. Salvador Dali. I don't do drugs. I am drugs. In certain situations, people have the power to influence you. Not at all. I influence everybody. When you are faced with emotional challenge, what would you do? Mm, yeah, B, but now I'm transitioning to C. A actually. Now, my definition of success is achieving my goals. My goals are to be the greatest Bhagavad Gita preacher, teacher after Krishna. And I think I am already the best. Uh-huh. All the others, I think they are indulging in just parroting whatever scriptures are saying without any originality. Hmm? So now Krishna will provide me a platform so that I can roar. Roar, I will roar. The world has to listen. So that is my goal of success. And ostinato rigere, 10,000 hours of practice, relentless pursuit of the goal. And failure is not an option. Uh, well, because I don't have enough surplus money, disposable income, because one SOB robbed me of my house. Hmm? So Rama is putting me through a lot of difficulty so that I become really polished like a diamond. So no problem. Once I have a little disposable income in my hand, I will hire out, premises, and I will build my own big room with a whiteboard and a videographer. So I will start. Right now, I'm doing what I can using this chat GPT. So nothing is going to stop me. Somebody stop me. How do you experience pain? Yeah. See, how do you find yourself thinking about the past? I stopped thinking about the past and the future. I'm living in the present. I'm looking forward to a good meal. I just made some Karela curry. I'm going to have that and go to sleep and wake up and watch the Sri Lanka Pakistan match. The Sri Lankans, I don't know what is wrong with them. Today I hope they thrash Pakistan at least. When you wake up in the morning, my first thought is, well, I go back to my books and start reading, revising, preparing for that great day when the world is going to listen to me. United Nations, everywhere people are going to listen to me. I am the new Messiah. Okay? How would you like to describe your inner dialogue or self talk? Well, I keep talking to myself. Yes, I keep pumping myself up. Calm, supportive, detached. How do you feel the idea of failure? Oh, I failed enough number of times. I deliberately set up things for myself. I keep trying, experimenting. Failure is part of. In fact, I love failures. I am a great failure. Others' emotions and struggles, I don't care because people are idiots. I'll tell you, people are idiots, and they are living with that. What is that principle of conservation of misery? They are doing everything possible to ensure that they remain miserable. This is the law of the conservation of misery. And people are malicious because they are miserable. It's a chain reaction, it's a downward spiral. I have nothing but contempt and pity for them. High stress, high stress. Only health, yaar. If something happens to me, my God, that stress is terrible. See, otherwise कुछ भी नहीं. मेरे को रोटी मिलेगा, जगह मिलेगा सोने के लिए, घर है, गाड़ी है, घूमता रहूँगा, बात करता रहूँगा. स्ट्रेस किस लिए यार, मरना है जिस दिन। हाँ, एक प्रेयर है, अनायासेन मरणम विना दैन्येन जीवनम देहि मे कृपया कृष्णा त्वयि भक्तिम अचंचलम। Attachment is almost over, like I already told you. So fully degaussed. I am almost fully degaussed. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Jai Shri Ram.